Aloha, I'm Kim Janala, president of Aloha United Way. First, thank you for supporting Aloha United Way as we work together to better our community. Every dollar you donate stays local and makes a big difference. When you give to Aloha United Way, it's not just a donation, it is a lifeline for our friends, family, and neighbors. You never know when you or someone you know will need an Aloha United Way agency to help lift you up when you're down, to offer medical support for a loved one, to give a child a chance at a better future, or just to be there when you don't know where to turn. Here are some stories from people whose lives were changed thanks to your donations.
If you grew up in Hawaii, then you know, especially if you grew up in the 50s and 60s, it's just one big family. And everybody takes care of everybody.
I don't feel like I would be where I am at today at all if it wasn't about giving, if people weren't giving.
I told myself that one day, when I was no longer that person that was in need, that I would be the one meeting that need, that I would be the one giving, so that I can make a difference in somebody else's life.
And someday you may be the one who has a need, and you may be the one who has your need met.
Someone's gift to Aloha United Way impacted 4 of my sons. That is huge.
A number of years ago, my mom was diagnosed with dementia. Over time, she didn't know who I was. She didn't know who my dad was. And I don't think you can really communicate how devastating it is to a person. You just feel like you've lost the grounding in your life.
For years, my brother and his wife was doing drugs. They had 4 kids. My father called me from the Big Island and he was telling me, go get them, please. Me as a single auntie, how am I going to raise these 4 boys?
I was, literally devastated and a complete loss to know what to do. And so it all fell to me to figure it out and to become the parent and to take on responsibility for something I was totally unprepared for. It never occurred to me that I'd be the one in need.
I've never been a mother, but these boys need a mother. I've always had an answer for everything or a resolution for any problem that came up, but I had none for these boys. There are nights where I cried.
I was put in contact with the Alzheimer's Society, which is a United Way agency, and they grounded me again. They taught me what to do. They helped me understand what to do. They helped me to put me in contact with other people going through the same thing. So I didn't feel alone. I didn't feel like I was the only person dealing with this problem.
One of my concerns was they need a male role model. As boys get older, their needs changed. We decided to approach Big Brothers and Big Sisters for a mentor outside of the school. And so we got one.
That experience takes you from terror and devastation to feeling like you can deal with it. You're not happy, but you're confident that there's a path out of this and that you can deal with it.
In my case, 4 lives have been impacted tremendously. Not for the time being, not for that period in time, but for the rest of their lives.
I always think of United Way and Aloha United Way as an investment in the future of your community and the future of our society. And that's something that's everybody's responsibility.
One donation can make a difference. You're not alone when you're donating. When you have other people donating, there's power in numbers. Your one donation, whether it's $1 or $1,000, you know that it's being channeled to partners that impacts the community.
None of us live alone. None of us survives, particularly not in Hawaii, without everybody around us. And we all depend on each other. And that dependence on each other is kind of what makes us great. And that watching out for each other, which is the flip side of it, is the spirit of Aloha.
Every night when I tuck my 4 boys into bed, it makes a difference. Whether it's tiny or big, it makes a difference. Wherever your heart is, it makes a difference. It doesn't matter what amount. If your heart is there, just give, because your heart will impact someone else's heart. I guarantee it.